make the channel froze. I'm really who the killer chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her, you got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Speaking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands at me, I'll make it come treat it. He ain't make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I gang, and I gang on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Come on,
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence. A slant to Jones.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
And a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go check.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Okay, ready?
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Okay, break.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Jacksonville made Christian Kirk the headliner of their 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? For him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets them a 1st down right there.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And he'll run with ETN. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. No, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Lawrence. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll take this one in for a JAX touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the JAGs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. This team is now
got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you and dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
started off that now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever flipping. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, get some money.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now Lawrence on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense. defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a JAX first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Second down and 8. Again, it's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. It's to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A gain of 3, second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he's got his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. We're scoreless after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Devin Lloyd brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A little juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lawrence going to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That's Zach courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when he sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 25 on second down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. On a slant, he's got Sanders. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakan, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the PHI level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Foye Oluwakan finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I'm just impressed he held on to that football. You're coming across the middle on the crossing route like that, absorb that contact. Woo.
All we talk about in today's football is trying to get the football away from the offensive player. Sometimes you just can't do that. You have to finish a play off with a good old-fashioned tackle, as we just saw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped out. A guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play. They'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Being chased out left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck, holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.